Spokesperson for the Department of Social Development, Lumka Oliphant. Lumka, thanks very much for your time and for talking to us this morning.
Thank you, Leanne, for giving us the time to come again to speak to you again.
All right, Lumka, let's just get straight into it in terms of the reports that are emerging this morning and that we saw yesterday, that a 2-year contract with CPS has in fact been agreed on subject of approval from the Treasury. Can you confirm this?
Leanne, I just want to say to South Africans, until the department announces officially things, we can't be confirming things that are coming from newspaper reports. Newspapers have been saying so many things about this matter, most of them inaccurate. So once we have everything that is official, I'm sure even the SABC will be the first one to know.
Good. Even though this is coming from Serge Bellamont, who is basically heading up Network, surely he knows. He wouldn't elaborate on the costings and the pricings, but he has said on the record that it is a 2-year contract.
Serge Bellamont is able to say anything that he wants to say, and he has been saying things, but I'm saying from the department, we cannot be confirming things that are coming from media reports. Some of them have been inaccurate. Once we know everything, the department will officially announce to South Africa.
Yeah. Why the secrecy, though? Wouldn't it be better to just come out and say, this is what the process is, this is who the negotiations are happening with, and once it's finalized, we'll let you know. But all these unanswered questions are causing a lot more uncertainty in South Africans.
We have assured people early and that money is going to be paid. We have assured South Africans that we have the system in place. We've been assuring South Africa of so many things because we know what is happening in-house. This is a government process, and we can't just be making statements that are not concluded, statements that people want us to confirm. This is not just about confirming and secrecy. This is about making sure that when things are done and are done right, we speak to South Africa.
Yeah, even though if in fact this does go ahead, this is it has been declared unconstitutional, this partnership, and yet there is a possibility when it comes the 1st of April, this very same company who the Constitutional Court said should not take this on once again, will be running this for another 2 years. Is that not a worry on the minister's back?
And I think people have been reporting this matter inaccurately on purpose. We have been saying to South Africa, one of the things that the Constitutional Court had said to SASA and the Department of Social Development, come here and report at intervals what you are doing. The court had specific things for us to do. One of the things that the court said we must do is to advertise the tender. We advertised the tender, and none of the bidders were able to give us the needs that we want. We went back to the court to report on the progress of the things that we want to do. What we needed to do now to the court is to keep it up to date about what is happening when they discharge the supervisory jurisdiction over the matter. The Constitutional Court had said, we are satisfied with the progress that you have done. Go out and tender. So we've been doing that. Since the time the Constitutional Court then said, we are fine. Now we've gone to report to it what is happening.
Are we able to ask about the resignation of Zane Dangor as yet? I know that yesterday the minister got very upset when a question was posed to her about this, basically saying that it had nothing to do with the department, but it has everything to do with the department because his quote and statement...
Let me correct that the minister was not angry because the question was posed. We had told the journalists that we are not going to discuss in the public domain what is happening with Mr. Zane Dangor. They insisted and disrespected the minister in the press conference, even though we had said we cannot be discussing issues in the public domain that are internal. Mr. Zane Dangor is respected, and we will not go out and speak in or anything about him. Once the internal processes have been done, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, but it is a public issue. It is an issue that is so pertinent to South Africans right now. It's being described as one of the biggest issues that could possibly, that could happen to government since 1994. And yet the questions are not being answered and the media is being blamed. And that from many perspectives is not not the way it should be. Why would the minister go the route of blaming media for what's going on?
Leanne, we have been talking to the media. Part of the things they have been reporting on are inaccurate. It is not even the 1st of April, Leanne. People have been paid for their March tranche of the money, and yet we are being told that we're not going to pay, despite the fact that all the beneficiaries will have their accounts. They have cards, Leanne. They have debit cards that are SASSA cards. Those cards are accounts, and 90% of those belong to government. We have the information. So the worst that could happen is that we'll be able to put money into their card.
All right, we leave it there for this morning. Lumka Oliphant talking to us as the spokesperson for the Minister, Batibile Dlamini, about the whole issue with SASSA. Let's take a break. We'll see you after this.